I'm Debbie Wong, and you're watching Debbie Wong's Walk and Gong. So while you guys have been saying to me, Debbie Wong, you're always only making one dish per show. How am I supposed to know how the dishes go together? How am I supposed to plan my dinner? Well, I'm going to answer that request today. I'm going to show you guys 3 dishes that go together to form the perfect summer dinner. Now, just because it's summer doesn't mean you have to use the barbecue. When I think summer, I think bright flavors, full of color and spice. So tonight's theme is going to be Middle Eastern. I'm going to do Za'atar spiced meatballs in a tomato sauce, lemon dill scented couscous, and a refreshing tomato cucumber salad with lots of feta and mint. So the first thing I'm going to do is put together the meatballs. Right over here, I have 1.5 pounds of beef and pork mixed. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is add some chopped onions to it. I would say 2 small onions chopped. I also put in 2 minced garlic cloves. Next, some Za'atar. Za'atar is a Middle Eastern spice. It's usually a mixture of thyme, oregano, maybe some other herbs, sesame, and salt. Next, handful of chopped parsley. Chopped mint. I like about 2 tablespoons. Very important, salt and pepper. Season this well. Say 2 good pinches. 2 beaten eggs. Breadcrumbs. I would say about 1/4 cup. This of course helps bind the meat together. And finally, get your hands in there. There's no other way to do it, guys. You put this shit in the food processor, it's gonna get all like bouncy and shit. We don't want that. So I'm a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to my meatballs. I like to test for seasoning. So once you have the mixture all mixed together, take a little bit and put it in a hot pan with some oil. What you're doing is cooking a little bit and then tasting it to make sure it's seasoned well. Alright, time to taste. God damn, I'm good. Alright, next step is to roll the meatballs. I like to make mine pretty small. I'd say ping pong ball sized. You can make yours big, small, I don't care. I don't care how big your balls are. Next, we're going to brown the meatballs. At this point, you have 2 choices. You can bake them in the oven at 375, or you can fry them in a pan on top of the stove. Both are fine, but I prefer on top of the stove because it tastes a little bit better. But it does take a bit longer, so your choice. I got a tagine. I'm going to put some olive oil in. So the idea is to brown the meatballs on all sides. I like to flip them with a spoon. I find that's easiest. I'm making my meatballs in 2 batches. I don't like to overcrowd the pan because they don't brown as easily that way. And also, I'm only browning the meatballs at this point. I'm going to be finishing them in the sauce, so don't worry if the inside is still raw. Now my best tip for this dish is to make the sauce in the same pan as you fried the meatballs, because this here, right here, that's flavor. So fire up your dirty pan. Now I'm going to put in a medium onion chopped and 1 huge clove of garlic chopped. Oh yeah! So the onions and garlic have been cooking for about 3 or 4 minutes. I'm going to add a touch of cinnamon. Next, half a large can of tomatoes. I like to use a big kind. Lots. So the meatballs are simmering. Now it's time to move on to the couscous. Now last minute I decided to put saffron in it, so it's going to be a saffron, dill, lemon couscous. What? So I got 1 cup of whole wheat couscous in here. I have saffron, fancy fancy. Optional, of course. Good pinch of salt. And because I have 1 cup of couscous, I'm going to do 1 cup of liquid. One of my best tips for this dish is to make couscous in Tupperware. That way you don't have to mess with plastic wrap. So everyone knows how to make a salad. Chop up all your ingredients and put them in a bowl. So all my veggies and herbs are cut up. I'm going to put in some sumac. Sumac is a Middle Eastern spice. It is ground up sweet and sour berries. Gives it a nice tang. I like to be quite generous with it. Salt, very important. Lemon, half. And olive oil. Super simple, guys. So by the time you're done with the salad, the couscous should be ready. So here it is, guys, the complete dinner. We got meatballs and tomato sauce, full of earthy spices, a refreshing salad for contrast, tomatoes, cucumbers, lots of herbs, and a delicious couscous with feta, dill, and a touch of saffron. Let's plate it up. Look at that, guys. If this plate isn't perfection to you, then you need to stop watching this show, because I don't know how else to impress you. Couscous is lemony. Perfect. Meatballs. Whoa! That is so good. Salad. Damn.